The focus of this video lesson is two-step inequalities. Example 1. 7y minus 4 is greater than 24. Once again, just as with the equations, our objective is to isolate the variable y. So we start by asking ourselves, what do we need to remove first? We look at this equation and we see that with the y, we currently have times 7 and a minus 4. Remembering from the previous lesson, we must reverse our order of operations. So first thing is, do we have any addition or subtraction that needs to be removed from the same side of the inequality with y? And we do. We see this minus 4 is on the same side of the inequality. The opposite of subtracting 4 is adding 4 to both sides of the equation. If we add a 4 to the negative 4, we get 0. And so our inequality becomes 7y is greater than 28 because 24 plus 4 is 28. Now we ask ourselves, do we have any addition or any multiplication or division? And we do. We see here on the left that 7 is next to y, meaning we have 7 times y. The opposite of multiplying by 7 is dividing by 7. We'll divide both sides of this inequality by 7. On the left-hand side, we have 7 divided by 7, or 1y. And on the right-hand side, we have 28 divided by 7, or 4. So we have y is greater than 4. On the number line, this means we have an open circle at 4, and we're shading everything greater than 4. So we put an arrow to the right. Example 2. Negative 2x plus 4 is less than or equal to 3. Once again, remember our objective is to isolate the variable x on one side of the inequality by reversing our order of operations. We'll start by asking ourselves, do we have any addition or subtraction on the same side of the inequality as the x? And we do. We see plus 4. The opposite of plus 4 is minus 4, so we subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. Plus 4 and minus 4 make 0. 3 and negative 4 makes negative 1. This becomes negative 2x is less than or equal to negative 1. Then we ask ourselves, do we have any multiplication or division next to the x? And we do. We see that negative 2 is being multiplied to x. The opposite of multiplying by negative 2 is dividing, so we divide both sides of the equation by negative 2. On the left-hand side, we have negative 2 divided by negative 2, or 1, or just x. And on the right-hand side, we have a negative 1 divided by negative 2. 2 does not go into 1 fully, so we leave this in fraction form. And we see that x is greater than or equal to 1/2. Note here, because we divided by negative on both sides of the inequality sign reversed. Also note that because we had a negative 1 in the numerator and a negative 2 in the denominator, that our final answer became positive 1/2. On the number line, we put a closed circle at 1/2 because it can be equal to 1/2, and we shade to the right. Now it's your turn to try. Try these two problems. 3k plus 5 is greater than 11, and negative 4x plus 6 is greater than 14. Pause the video, give it a try. Check in with a neighbor or with the teacher.